Chosen one, stop scrolling right now. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the one that you might not even realize you've been waiting for. This moment, this message is not a coincidence. It is not by chance that you are here right now, reading these words, listening to this call. The truth is that this moment was set aside for you, and it's no accident that you found your way here. This is no random encounter. It is a summons. You are being called into something much bigger than yourself, something far beyond what you may have imagined or hoped for. If you're hearing this, it's because your life has already begun to shift in a way that cannot move forward without your active participation. The wheels of destiny have already started turning, and the time has arrived for you to step into the calling that has been waiting for you. The doors are opening and the momentum is gathering, but it requires you to move now to step into what has already been set in motion. If you hesitate even for a second, you risk missing the divine opportunity that is being placed before you. This is your time, and God is asking for your response. The call is loud and clear. The question is, will you answer? You've been waiting for something to change, haven't you? You've longed for something more, something deeper, something that felt like it was always just beyond your reach. You've prayed for it, you've hoped for it, and on some days you wondered if it would ever come at all. The truth is that the time for waiting is over. The things you once thought were distant dreams are no longer far off. The very things you've asked for are no longer waiting for you. They are already moving in your direction. They're not coming slowly either. They're speeding towards you faster than you could have prepared for. And here's where the challenge lies. It's not enough to want something badly. It's not enough to hope or dream about what could be. What matters now is your alignment with what is already unfolding. Timing is the key. It's not about how much you want something. It's about stepping into the moment when it arrives. Right now, something is being set in motion, and it will only continue to move forward if you respond in faith. Hesitate now, even briefly, and you risk letting this divine opportunity pass you by. It's not that it wasn't meant for you. It's simply that you weren't ready to receive it when it came. In moments like these, timing matters more than comfort. There are doors being opened that have been locked for years, and these doors are swinging wide open for you, chosen one. There are opportunities being presented that once seemed impossible, once seemed out of reach, and now they are right here waiting for you to step through them. These doors didn't open because of your effort or your striving. No, they are opening because it's time. It's God's timing. It's the divine plan unfolding before your eyes. But here's where it gets real. God's plan cannot unfold on divine power alone. It requires something else. It requires your participation. It requires your active choice. It's not enough to wait passively for the breakthrough to come to you. You have to step into it. You have to recognize the moment and take action. When God calls, He does not beg for your attention. He's looking for recognition. God is calling you, and He's waiting for you to recognize the moment for what it is, an invitation to step into your destiny. Right now, you might be feeling a stirring inside you, a deep inner recognition that what's happening isn't random. What's happening right now is a divine summons to step into the destiny that has been waiting for you. Do you feel it? It's not a loud, overpowering call. It's not something that shouts for your attention. It's quieter than that. It's a whisper in your spirit, a quiet knowing that something is shifting, that something is changing in your life. You might not see all the pieces yet, but deep down you know this moment is a threshold. This is a moment like the one in Scripture when Elijah heard the whisper of God, not in the wind, not in the fire, but in the stillness. Right now, God is speaking to you in that same stillness. His call is not begging for attention. It's waiting for recognition. And if you recognize it, if you stop long enough to hear and to understand what's being asked of you, You will step into a movement that will change everything. If this message is resonating in your spirit, if something in you is remembering who you are, then you are being called. The chosen ones have never been the loudest. They've never been the ones who stood in the spotlight shouting the loudest. The chosen ones are the ones who stayed. When others gave up, when others turned back, when others walked away, the chosen ones stayed. Think of the story of Gideon. He was hiding afraid, unsure of his own worth, but God called him mighty. It wasn't until he stayed long enough to hear the truth about who he was that his destiny was activated. And just like Gideon, when you stay present, when you stay awake, when you stay aligned, you will hear the truth about who you are, and that truth will activate your purpose in ways you can't yet imagine. This is not just a moment for reflection. This is a moment of action. The doors are opening, and the divine call is pressing forward. Will you step through them, or will you hesitate and risk missing the opportunity? The truth is, those who are not ready will simply drift away without resistance. There is no judgment in that. It's simply that they were not aligned for this moment. But for those of you who remain, for those who stay in alignment, the truth will be revealed in ways you've never experienced. This is a moment of divine awakening. This is the moment when you are called to step into what you've been prepared for all along. Now is not the time to sit back and wait. Now is not the time to wonder if you're truly ready or if you should hesitate. No, chosen one, you were born for this. You were designed for this. And now the time has come to step forward in faith. Don't let this moment pass you by. God is already moving, but He's waiting for your agreement to move with Him. Will you step into alignment with what's unfolding, or will you let fear and doubt hold you back? You are being called to something greater than you can fully understand right now. But if you step forward with faith, clarity, and courage, you will witness the divine unfolding in your life in ways that will change everything. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. Take action now. Don't just listen to these words, let them move you. Leave a comment below, share this message with someone who needs to hear it, and let this moment be a declaration of your faith. You are chosen for this. Step forward now. You see, what's happening right now is not a simple desire or wish come true. It is a movement that has been set into motion by divine timing. And timing, God's timing, is always perfect. It's easy to think that if you want something badly enough, if you work hard enough for it, it will eventually come to you. But the truth is, this journey is not driven by your desire alone. No, it's about aligning yourself with the greater movement that has been unfolding long before you even realized it. You've heard the saying, it's all about timing, but it's more than just a cliche. It's a divine truth. When the right moment arrives, everything you've been waiting for will begin to converge. But here's the catch: you must be aligned with that moment. It's not enough to just wish for something or dream about it. You have to be in the right position when the door opens. Divine timing waits for no one. If you're not ready when it arrives, you could miss it. That's the danger of hesitation. Think about it. How many times have you felt like something big was about to happen in your life, only to second guess yourself? Wonder if it was really the right time, or allow fear to creep in and hold you back. This hesitation, even for a moment, can shift everything. It's like standing at the edge of a precipice, knowing that the next step could lead to something magnificent, but being too afraid to take it. The momentum that's building in your life cannot afford hesitation. It cannot afford waiting for the perfect moment that you think will come later. You're being called to act now. This is not just a fleeting opportunity, it is the alignment of your soul with the divine purpose that has been preparing you for this moment your entire life. If you hesitate now, you risk losing the momentum that is carrying you forward. The doors are opening, but only for those who are ready to walk through them. The time for waiting is over. The time for action is now. But here's something that many people miss. Divine power alone is not enough. God's divine plans are unstoppable, yes, but they are not meant to unfold in isolation. Divine power is not a one-way street. It requires a response, a partnership, a cooperation. Just because God has set something into motion doesn't mean it will happen without your participation. This is not a passive process. You were not chosen to stand idly by while everything unfolds around you. No, you were chosen to take an active role. When God calls, He's not asking for your passive acceptance. He's calling for your active participation. It's as though you've been handed a baton, and now it's your turn to run the race. The divine plans are already in motion, but they require your hands, your decisions, your actions, your faith. Without your participation, the movement can't fully unfold the way it was intended. This is why you feel the stirring inside of you. You feel that quiet urgency because it's not just about what God is doing, it's about what you are called to do in response. God is asking you to step into what He has already prepared. It's easy to sit back and wait for everything to fall into place, to wait for the signs to line up perfectly, or for the road to be paved with certainty. But that's not how this works. Faith is not about waiting for everything to make sense. It's about stepping forward even when the full picture is unclear. It's about trusting that the path will reveal itself as you walk it, not before you take the first step. You've been feeling something stirring within you, haven't you? A call to action, a deeper awareness that something bigger is unfolding in your life. You might not fully understand what it is, but you know it's real. That stirring you feel is the internal call, the whisper from God inviting you into something greater. This stirring is not random, it is divine. It is the signal that you are being called to participate, not as an observer, but as a co-creator in the unfolding of your destiny. When you recognize this stirring, when you acknowledge that it is not just a passing thought, but a divine summons, you must respond. This is your moment to act, to step forward in faith, and to participate in the divine movement that is unfolding before you. Now let's pause for a moment and reflect on the truth that divine call often arrives through the quietest, most unexpected channels. We often think of divine callings as loud, dramatic moments, fiery visions, or booming voices. But in reality, the divine call is often more subtle, more personal. It comes in the form of a quiet stirring within your spirit, a sense of knowing that you cannot shake. This is why you must stay present and be aware of the inner whispers that are calling you forward. Just like when Elijah heard the voice of God, not in the wind or the fire, but in the stillness, you too must learn to listen to the quiet moments when God speaks. This is where the shift happens. The loud moments are rare. The small, intimate nudges are where transformation begins. And it's in those moments that you must act for. That is when God's plan is revealed to those who are ready to listen. This brings us to the next vital part of this journey: spiritual awakening and obedience. You see, your life has been a series of moments leading to this exact point. Every hardship you faced, every struggle, every delay has been part of your preparation. It hasn't been a random series of events. It has all been part of the divine purpose that has been unfolding in your life. You've had moments of doubt, moments of uncertainty, and even moments when you felt like giving up. But it was precisely in those moments that your spirit was being shaped, being strengthened, being prepared. When you thought you were alone, when you questioned your purpose, when you felt like you were falling behind, God was there shaping you, preparing you for the purpose that is now at hand. Your struggles were never in vain. They were part of the refining process that has prepared you to step into this moment of divine awakening. Consider the story of Gideon. Gideon was not a man who felt mighty. He was hiding, full of fear and doubt, unsure of his own strength. But when God called him, he didn't see Gideon for what he currently was. He saw him for who he was becoming. God called him mighty not because of his present circumstances, but because of the potential within him that God had already planted. Gideon could have turned away in fear, but he chose to stay long enough to hear the truth spoken over him. When he heard the truth, he responded, and that response transformed not only his life, but the lives of those around him. You too are being called like Gideon was. The call doesn't come because you feel prepared. The call comes because God knows what you are capable of, even if you haven't seen it yet. Staying in alignment with this call, staying present with what God is doing in your life, is what unlocks your transformation. You may be feeling that same stirring within you right now, a sense that you are standing on the edge of something incredible, something far greater than you ever imagined. It may feel overwhelming, it may feel uncertain, but that is exactly what makes it divine. God doesn't call us into comfort, He calls us into purpose. And the purpose that is unfolding in your life right now requires your obedience. You don't need to understand every detail. You don't need to see the entire picture. All you need to do is recognize the call, respond in faith, and take the next step forward. It's in the obedience and the willingness to move, even when the road ahead is unclear, that the divine plan begins to take shape. This moment is a spiritual awakening, a transformation that is already underway in your life. But just as God has prepared you now, He is waiting for you to take your place. The doors are opening and the call has come. Will you step into what has been prepared for you? Will you trust that every struggle you faced, every delay you've encountered has been part of the preparation for this moment? The spiritual awakening is happening right now, and it is time for you to move. Don't let this moment slip by. Respond in faith, step into your purpose, and allow the transformation to unfold. The call is yours. The time is now. You are standing at the threshold of something incredibly powerful, something that has been building for years, whether you knew it or not. Every struggle, every delay, every hardship you've endured was not a setback. No, they were lessons. They were divine preparations for what is about to unfold. Your life, your experiences, your battles have all been part of a greater purpose. This moment right here, right now, is the culmination of everything you have gone through. And you're not just witnessing it, you are an active participant in it. You are being called into a new era, a new chapter where everything you've been waiting for is about to break forth. This is not a time to look back. This is a time to look forward with confidence, knowing that every season of hardship, every moment of waiting has been shaping you for what's to come. You are being prepared for this exact moment. You've already been given everything you need, but now it's time to step into it with courage and faith. The shift is happening, and it's happening now. The waiting is over. What was once distant, what felt unattainable, is now within reach. But it requires you to take action, to step forward into the unknown with faith, trusting that you are exactly where you are meant to be. God's plans are accelerating. What seemed impossible just a short time ago is now becoming a reality, and you chosen one are at the center of it all. The question is, will you take the step? Will you trust that everything you've experienced has been preparing you for this moment? The doors are wide open. The path is clear. It's time to walk through. As the divine plan accelerates, you might feel a sense of urgency. Things are moving faster than you ever expected, and that can feel overwhelming. But remember, this acceleration is not chaotic or random. It is intentional. God's timing is perfect and every moment has been carefully orchestrated. There was a time when you might have thought you were too late, that the door had passed you by. But what you couldn't see then, you can see now. This acceleration is part of the divine plan. It's not a sign that you're rushing or out of control. It's a sign that everything is coming together. The time for waiting has ended and the time for action has arrived. The challenges you've faced, the delays you've experienced were never meant to defeat you. They were meant to equip you. God has been strengthening you, preparing you for what's about to unfold. Now all of that preparation is converging into the moment where you are being asked to move forward. This is not the time to second guess. It is not the time to wait for perfect conditions. It is time to trust. Trust in God's plan. Trust that He has already been moving in ways you couldn't see, and trust that He is guiding you now every step of the way. The shift is here, and it's time for you to step into your new reality. Everything you've been waiting for is coming into alignment, but it requires your courage to act. The time to hesitate is over. The time to step into your divine purpose is now. And as you step forward into this new era, know this divine provision is already in motion. You are not stepping into this unknown journey alone. God has already gone before you, preparing the way. Every resource you need is already being lined up. Every connection, every opportunity, every step of guidance is already set in motion. You are not waiting for something to happen. You are walking into what has already been prepared for you. The provision is already there waiting for you to claim it, but you must take that first step. God has already placed everything you need in your path, but you must have the faith to walk toward it. That faith is not passive, it requires action. When you feel the stirring in your heart, when you sense that call to move, it is not a coincidence. It is divine guidance. It is the Holy Spirit urging you forward, reminding you that you are not alone. God's provision is already surrounding you, but it's up to you to step into it. It's up to you to take the practical steps necessary to align yourself with what He's already providing. This is where the practical and the spiritual meet. You must take action in agreement with God's plan. Whether it's as simple as liking this message, subscribing to stay connected, or commenting with a declaration of faith, these actions are more than just outward gestures. They are acts of alignment. Every time you move in faith, every time you take a step, you are saying, "Yes, I believe that God is moving. Yes, I trust that He is providing." These actions are not just symbolic. They are powerful statements of agreement with God's plan for your life. They are declarations that you are ready to receive the provision that is already on its way to you. So take action. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Step into the flow of what God is doing and watch as everything begins to align. But the most important thing you need to know as you move forward is that divine support is already in place. Even when the full path ahead isn't clear, you are not walking alone. You have divine guidance, divine protection, and divine provision at every step. This is where faith truly becomes powerful. It's easy to have faith when the path is clear and everything is laid out before you. But true faith is moving forward even when you can't see the whole picture. True faith is trusting that even when the road ahead seems uncertain, you are not walking alone. God's support is surrounding you even in the places where you can't yet see it. The path ahead may not always be obvious, and that's okay. What matters is that you trust that God is leading you. He has already equipped you for this moment, and His support will be with you every step of the way. You don't need to have all the answers. You just need to trust that God will provide the answers as you move forward. This is where action becomes so crucial. Faith without action is passive. It's a belief that something could happen, but not a willingness to step into it. Action is the outward expression of faith. It's the proof that you believe God is moving and that you are ready to walk with Him. Each step you take is an act of obedience, an act of alignment with God's plan. This is not a small thing. The decisions you make now will shape your future. This is the moment where your decision to act or hesitate will determine the course of your destiny. When you step forward with confidence, when you trust in divine support and guidance, you open the door to new possibilities that you never thought possible. You become an active participant in the unfolding of your divine purpose. Your obedience will unlock doors that have been closed, and your faith will carry you into the spaces where your influence is most needed. The moment of decision is sacred. It is not just a choice, it is a turning point in your life. So step forward with confidence, chosen one. Trust that divine support is already in place, even if the full path ahead is not yet visible. Trust that God is leading you even when the road is uncertain. Know that every step you take in faith is aligning you more and more with your divine purpose. This is your moment. This is the time to act. The divine plan is unfolding and you are part of it. Don't let hesitation hold you back. Step forward in faith and watch as everything falls into place. The acceleration of God's plan is here. Your role in it is waiting. Step into it. This is it. Chosen one, the moment that will define everything to come. There is a divine purpose unfolding before your very eyes, and now it is time to step fully into it. You have been prepared for this moment in ways that you may not even fully understand yet, but the time for waiting is over. The doors are open, the path is clear, and you are being called to take that bold, courageous step forward. Your hesitation, your doubts, your fears now is the time to leave them behind. Step into the divine purpose that has been waiting for you. The world needs your light. The people around you need the impact you're about to make. Don't wait for the perfect moment because it will never come. The perfect moment is here right now. This is your time to act, to move forward, and to trust that everything you have been through, all the preparation, all the challenges have brought you to this exact point. You are ready. God has been equipping you. The alignment has already been set in motion, and now it's time to walk in it with confidence, with faith, and without hesitation. The divine purpose that has been calling you is not a vague notion. It is a powerful, life-changing plan that is unfolding in real time. The steps you take now matter. They are not just steps, they are divine decisions that will shape the course of your destiny. The universe has been working in your favor, and this alignment is not something you should take lightly. This is not just an opportunity, it's a responsibility. You have been chosen, and with that choice comes the responsibility to act in accordance with the will of God. You are not being asked to wait for everything to align perfectly. You are being asked to step into the flow of what God is already doing. The world is waiting for the impact you will make, the breakthrough you will bring, the purpose you will fulfill. You've been equipped for this moment. You are more than capable. All the training, all the challenges, all the seasons of waiting have prepared you to carry out what has been placed before you. As you step forward, do so with the knowledge that divine support is already in place. You are not walking into the unknown without guidance. You are being led every step of the way. There is divine provision waiting for you as you move forward. The people, the resources, the wisdom you need are already in motion. This is not about figuring everything out on your own. This is about trusting that God is guiding you, that He has already prepared the way, and that your steps are being ordered. Trust in the process. Trust in the divine alignment that is taking place. Every step you take will bring you closer to your divine purpose. Even when the way seems unclear, even when you can't see the entire picture, know that you are being supported. Divine favor surrounds you. Divine protection covers you. Divine wisdom is leading you. All you need to do is trust. Trust that the timing is perfect. Trust that God's plan is already unfolding. Trust that as you move forward, everything you need will be provided at the right moment. Faith is the key that unlocks the doors to your purpose. Faith is not about seeing the whole picture. It's about taking the next step when you don't have all the answers. It's about moving forward even when it feels uncertain. When you step forward in faith, the universe responds. Divine forces come into alignment with your actions. It is in the act of moving forward that the path becomes clear. Each step you take in faith will illuminate the next step. Each moment of obedience will bring you closer to the breakthrough that has been prepared for you. Your faith is not just a passive belief, it is a living, breathing force that will carry you to places you never thought possible. Trust in it. Trust that as you move forward, God will meet you at every turn. He will guide you. He will provide. He will lead you into your destiny one step at a time. Now it's time to affirm your readiness. It's time to declare that you are ready to walk in the divine purpose that has been laid before you. This is not just a passive moment of reflection. This is a moment of activation. You are being called to step forward boldly to take your place in the divine plan that is already unfolding. Your faith and obedience will result in breakthroughs. They will align you with the divine will. They will bring you into alignment with the purpose that has been waiting for you. And when you align with your purpose, nothing can stand in your way. Every challenge, every obstacle, every resistance will fall away as you walk in the fullness of your calling. I want to pray with you now as we come into agreement with the divine purpose that is unfolding in your life. Father, I thank you for this moment, this sacred moment of alignment. I thank you for the divine purpose that has been placed on the life of this chosen one. I thank you for the preparation, the lessons, the growth, and the strength that have been building in them for such a time as this. I pray that you would give them the courage to step forward without hesitation, knowing that you are with them every step of the way. I pray that their faith would rise, that they would trust in your timing and your provision, and that they would move boldly into the purpose you have called them to fulfill. I ask that you would cover them with your wisdom, your protection, and your favor. May they feel your presence guiding them, supporting them, and leading them toward their divine destiny. Help them to recognize the signs and the opportunities that are being placed before them. Give them the strength to overcome every obstacle and to press forward with confidence. I pray that they would walk in the fullness of your purpose, knowing that they are not alone. You are with them, and your provision is already on the way. I also pray for a release of breakthrough in their lives. Whatever has been delayed, I pray that it would be released now in the mighty name of Jesus. Whatever doors have been closed, I ask that they would be open now. Whatever connections, opportunities, and resources are needed, I pray that they would come forth with divine timing and precision. I pray that your will would be done in their life and that they would step forward with courage, faith, and obedience, knowing that the road ahead is already paved with your provision. Amen. Now, chosen one, I encourage you to share this message with someone who needs to hear it. Don't keep this revelation to yourself. There are others who are waiting for the breakthrough, the encouragement, and the truth that you have received today. Sharing this message is an act of faith. It's an act of obedience. It's showing the world that you are walking in alignment with the divine plan and that you want to see others walk in their purpose too. Take a moment to leave a comment below and declare your faith. Speak your intention into existence. Let the world know that you are stepping forward in faith, trusting in the divine timing and ready to fulfill your purpose. Share where you are listening from, and let this be a declaration of alignment with the call that has been placed on your life. Your words carry power, they carry weight, and when you speak them in faith, they are activated in the spiritual realm. Stay connected, stay engaged, stay in the flow of what God is doing. This is just the beginning. The journey ahead is one of divine purpose, transformation, and impact. You are not alone on this journey. You are part of a community of believers who are all walking in faith, trusting that God is moving and believing that his plan will come to pass. As you move forward, keep this truth in mind. You are exactly where you are meant to be. You are ready. The time is now. Step forward with confidence and watch as God unfolds his divine plan in your life in ways you never imagined. What has been prepared for you will come to pass. What you have been waiting for is already in motion, and nothing will stand in your way as you step forward in faith. Go now. Walk in alignment with your purpose.